Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 19. Hey, we're back here at Kiwi Farm, and the time has come. The sun has risen. It's time. Time to purchase our new property. This is going to be $3.5 million. We got $3.8 million. I actually went a little past that. Been doing contracts, doing plowing, cultivating, whatnot, spraying, fertilizing, all that good stuff. Matter of fact, there's another tractor running right there. I think that is the, what is that? That's the New Holland I've got going there. But yeah, it's time to buy our property down here now. Time to buy the forest. The big forest. I've been saving and saving and saving. I didn't think I would be able to do it, but I've done it. And yeah, so it's time to purchase this. Well, looking at that, it almost looks like the stubble disappears on the screen here. That's weird. But anyway, pretty big forest down here. This is gonna take a minute. So it's about 7 a.m. now. Tell you what, let me go ahead and should I lease the Scorpion King or buy it? I think I should just lease it, because when you look at the map, better yet, let's go to this map over here somewhere. Save the game. That's always a good idea. Let's see. Let's go down. Well, actually, right here. Let me turn the grass off. It's harder to see this way. Well, actually, we can see it right here. That's good. This is the forest area that we purchased before. Now, I'm just looking at the area that the trees were in. That's the size of that. So this is probably, I would say this is double the size of that. And I don't know, there might be more trees in it. There might not. I don't know, but it looks like it's at least double the size of what we did before. And I got that done in 3 hours. So if that's the case, I should be able to get it done in 6 hours. So pretty big forest area down here. It goes as far as the eye can see. And yeah, we want to get them all cut down and turn this into field land here. I don't think there's any rocks out here. I haven't noticed any. Or any buildings or like anything that's going to stop us from doing this. So let's lease it. Let's go over to the store. Get the Scorpion King leased. Got to drive it down here too. So we want to lease that. I don't like the tracks. I mean, if they came in a different color, maybe, but they don't. So we want to lease that. So I need to hit X to lease for 22,000. Yes. Okay. And it might be a good idea to buy the actual property before I go spending too much money. Yeah, we want to buy that 3,578. That's a big purchase, and we own it. So we own a lot of land now. Now we have $213,000 in the bank. Oh, it makes me kind of. It's a good thing because we got all that land, but it kind of makes me a little sick at the stomach spending that much money. But you know, we've got bigger fish to fry. We've still got what, field 21 to go, and it's, how much is it? It's like 5 million, isn't it? Yeah, 5.2. So that'll take a minute. Ugh, that's a big purchase. I would never spend that much money in real life unless I had more, like I won the lottery or something like that. But we'll get down there and start taking out this forest here. I mowed around all the fields. We can go back to grass now. Let me get this straightened up because it's going to take an hour to get there. Let's see. No, I need to go to the map, don't I? Yep. Let's back to fruit types. Turn grass back on. Actually, it's still on, isn't it? Ah, here we go. So I still have to plow this. I think it needs to be plowed or cultivated. I mowed around field 11. You can see it's green there. It's already started growing back. I mowed around field 35. You can't even tell it. If one didn't need lime, you wouldn't be able to tell it here either. But you can see where I mowed around this. A lot of these areas I still need to go in and row up. And there I am, still going. But yeah, still need to go in here and windrow these and bale them and eventually wrap them. So we'll make a little more money off of that grass that I've cut around the edges of these fields. Even cut a little down here, just a little sliver. But that's not going to matter now because now we got all this to cut. We can whole big lawn here to cut. Actually, I'll probably plow that up eventually. So, but anywho, is the crop down here in 26? Yes, it is harvested. So I drive across harvested fields. If it's not harvested, if there's stuff growing in it. Unless it's in like the early stage of growth, I might drive across the 10. But if it's harvested, definitely it's fair game. We can drive across that. Turn our lights on here. Early in the morning here, the sun is still coming up, so I don't know where we're going to start. Probably just, I don't know. Guess we could start maybe on this side, work our way over. Or should we start from the other side and work our way over? I don't know. It's so big. Really, it's all fair game. So, uh-oh, I hear a siren. Sounds like a fire truck. So yeah, we'll get down here and get this cut here. Guess I could go ahead and turn my harvester on. Didn't hurt it. So, gonna pretty much just starting at 7 o'clock. Should be able to get this done in maybe 6 hours. It might take a little more than that. If we have to keep it another day, it's not gonna hurt the bank. I mean, we got a contract coming in pretty soon, $81,000. So, I mean, if we have to lease it for another day, it's not going to break the bank. But I think we can get it done in one day. I really do. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work hard on it. I'm going to have to leave the grass alone and the silage bale stuff and planting our crop and stuff like that. But think of all the money we're going to make on these trees down here. That's a lot of money sitting down there. So, yeah, we might be able to buy another field. Actually, there is a field I'm looking at. A couple of them, actually, that I wouldn't mind having. Zoom out here, go to, not that one, fruit types. They are cotton fields, 10 and 20. 20 is pretty expensive. That's 1.9 million, so I don't know about that one. It would be nice to have, but it's pretty expensive. And then we have this one, 1 million for 10. This would actually be okay. We could turn it into a grass field, maybe. I don't know. We'll wait and see what they have. And there's still some fields out there that have not been planted yet. Field 17 hasn't been planted. There might actually be some contracts out there for those. 17. There's 17. There's a sowing contract. Okay, they're going to plant corn in that one, so that one's out. There's field 16. Oh, they are planting cotton in it. I wonder how much is 16. Back over here before we crash into a tree. Ouch. 3.8. Yeah, we probably won't be able to do that one. We might do a contract on it, but we probably won't be buying field 16. 10 or 20, somewhere in there. We might make $2 million. We might buy 20. Alright, I guess I'll just start. There actually are some like roads down in here. So I think what I'm going to do is probably stay outside of this road in between here. Cut all the way down through there. And then come into this section here. In between these two vertical roads. Cut through there. And then just kind of cut all the way up through here. And then we'll come back down on this side. Back in here on the center part. Go through here. Come back here. And then if there's any over here, which there should be, we'll come back over there. Actually, I can probably tell if there are. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, there are trees on the outside there too. So why don't we do that? We'll just kind of make these roads the borders here. Alright, let's get to cutting, guys. Let's get to cutting. And there we go. First tree is down. Now, you know what? Before I start cutting this, I do this every time. It's set at 1 meter. Let me change that first. Alright, we want 8. 8 meter logs for our log trailer. And I've still got the trees around the fields that we've already purchased to cut, so this is going to be a project. You can't even see the border from here. Like, I don't even know where the trees end and where the trees, well, I know where they begin, but I don't know where they end. That is a lot of trees. Benedict! Need help! Benedict, or Tuba. Benedict or Tuba. I know they helped me. We had the Puma Plow open server back before 19 came out on Farming Simulator 17, and we were playing Plains and Simple by Stevie. And this map is actually built off the framework, off the frame of the Plains and Simple 4X map. So it is kind of similar, but a little different. But yeah, Benedict and Tuba. And I'm trying to think who else helped out there. If you helped out, give a shout. because that has been many sleeps since then. I remember Tuba and Benedict being in there, but we spent, I think, an entire weekend cutting a forest area. This tree won't cut. There we go. Got to come up a little higher. We spent almost an entire, I think it was an entire weekend pretty much, and it might have been a little bit more than that, cutting a big forest area on the east end of, well, what would have been field 16 down here, which is now 29. So really this area kind of is still the forest area. They moved the sawmill down a little. That was a great map. Great map. Maybe when Farming Simulator 2021 comes out, Stevie will bring that map to 21 instead. I know he said he's not bringing any of the 17 maps over to 19, so he had been working on Ringwoods there for a minute, but no more Ringwoods, no more talk about it. I think he abandoned that project. He's been working on Fenton a lot lately, trying to get it updated, you know, and he even mentioned making a 4X out of it. So I like Fenton Forest, but once I'm done with the map, I don't know if I want to play it, even if it goes to a 4X. It would have to be like significantly different to me before I play, you know, the same map again. Now, Plains and Simple, I could play that probably over and over again, but that was a great map. You give me the Brooks and the old Scorpion King here, we'd take care of business. Alright. Taking care of business every day. I've already missed 2 trees. Darn it. I'm breaking my own rules. No, not really breaking them, just forgetting them. Still counts though if you forget them. Since you made them, you're supposed to remember them. Man, we're gonna have a lot of money out of here. Get ready. So if I can get these cut down in one day, well, let's say less than one day. Let's say if I can get these cut down in 6 hours, and I can pick them up in about the same amount of time, so that's 12 hours, and those fields are in their first growth state, I might be able to buy those fields once we get done with all these trees. There's a lot of trees though. This is a lot of trees. I don't know if I could do this in 6 hours. I don't think, you know, I think this plot is thicker than the one we had over there. I think there are more trees here. We'll see if I can get it done, but good golly, Miss Molly. I mean, there's a lot of trees here. So, I don't know. Hopefully we can get it done. Maybe we'll see what we can do. I do know one thing. I want more pizza. I ordered a pizza for lunch today. 2 pizzas, actually. And I would like a couple more slices. So, after this video, no offense, I'm going to eat more pizza. I'll eat more pizza and log. Sounds like a day to me. We don't even have full daylight yet. It's still like early morning light. Better than the dark, though, I will say that. I was mowing in the dark. I've been mowing all night, really. Mowing and mowing and mowing. Field 11 I mowed, windrowed, baled, and then picked up. So I've got like a little over half of a load of silage bales up there, sitting in the trailer up at Field 11 where I've got all the equipment parked up there. Right behind the restaurant. You can't really see it because of the cell icon. But it's up there. And then after I did Field 11, I was like, you know what, let me mow all the properties that have a little bit of grass around them. And just get them ready, you know. Then I can take the windrower around and roll them up, and then I can take the baler around and bale them up, and then the wrapper, and then the loader thing. So, hold on. Alright, let's go back to this one back here. Cut this one on the way, I guess. Maybe. Whoop. There we go. Go ahead and get it down back behind us there. Well, I wish I could hire a worker to take these logs over to the sawmill right now. Just make our money as we go. Here's McDonald's. We totally should have got a McGriddle before we started this. There we go. Don't block the road. Well, I guess it'd be alright to block the road. We're not going to use that road for anything, I don't think. If we were cutting from the center out, we might, but we're not doing it that way. This is all going to be farmland. Probably, honestly, it will be a cotton field. I think most of my stuff will be cotton fields. I will, you know, I will probably eventually get into, like, the regular grain stuff. Just not right now. We're kind of doing a cotton empire. Cotton / silage bales. So, yeah. Because I said it, I don't know how many times I said it in the last video. There's money in silage bales. Lots of money. So, we could turn this whole map into grass. I know, I probably just lost about half of my viewers. Like, oh god, he's going to turn half the map, half of Kiwi, or all of Kiwi into grass fields. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would do that. I think I'll keep maybe just a handful of them. And do silage, you know, just to the start here, because you make money doing silage bales. I've said that twice now. That's twice for this episode. You make money, and you know, in the beginning stages, you know, you want to be able to make money. It's a lot of work, yeah. There's like several things you got to do to get the bales, but if there's a lot of money in it, it'll help us buy some of these fields, because these fields ain't cheap. You know, with the exception of get rid of that help there. With the exception of some of the smaller fields there in the center, these fields ain't cheap. They're around, so most of them are around over $1 million or more. Some of them are $2 million. Some of them go up to $3 million, like field 16 that we just checked on, and then they go up to $5 million. So we need the money. Yeah, we're gonna make it now. We're gonna make a little bit. I don't know whether we'll make a ton off of these trees, but we'll make decent buck off of them. Alright, I kind of feel like I should just go up and down like I did over there. Whatever works faster for us. That's what we'll do. Still can't see the end of the forest. Kind of reminds me of Plains and Simple Forest a little bit. I think it had more foliage. Is that the right word? I think it definitely had more different trees. I think it had some crooked trees to mask some of the areas out here. But I don't see no crooked trees here. Looks like all fir and pine trees. So that's good. Alright, so we're getting it done, guys. We're getting it done. We finally purchased this property. And I've got a little bit of hard drive space left. Why don't we do an extended episode on this? Oop, that got on the stump. Let me bring that in a little more. Why don't we do an extended episode on these, cutting some of these trees here? If you guys want to watch it. Or, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all may not want to watch this. I may just not do an extended episode. I am running short on hard drive space. I would hate to not be able to edit my videos and get them uploaded, so we might just say sayonara here. I don't know. Do you guys like the extended episodes? Do you watch them? Do you watch them after I get done talking? Are you watching this episode right now? Tell me if you're watching this episode right now. Leave a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Leave a like on the video. And all that good stuff. Buy me a milkshake. No. I really want a milkshake. I kind of do. But no, don't. No, you don't have to buy me a milkshake. Ooh, milkshake does sound good though. You know, I had pizza for lunch. I might have to go to Sonic and get a milkshake. We had a diner here that had like real milkshakes, you know, like, of course Sonic's are real milkshakes, but I mean like real milkshake. Like it came in a glass and you had the whip and the cherry on top. Sonic does that now too, but it's not the same coming in a styrofoam cup, you know what I mean? I remember when Sonic had Coke floats. Those were good. Yum. Alright, I could sit here and talk about food and milkshakes all day, or I could let you guys go. Bought the property, gonna be harvesting a bunch of trees. Don't know how long it's gonna take me. We started at 7 o'clock. I'll keep record. I'm gonna keep going straight on through. If I stop, I'll stop the game itself so that we can keep an accurate time on how long it took me to cut this forest. Even when they don't want to cut, like that one there. But that one, they cut. I got it. I think it's just the angle that I'm getting at. Alright, I'll keep track of this, guys. We may come back and do some more filming of the forest, and who knows, we might come back and I may have it all cut. We shall wait and see. I know I'll probably, if there's any missions or contracts, I probably need to do those. Probably need to, you know, at least get my workers over there going on them. So I may take pause breaks or something like that. Because I think I did that when I cut the other one. I think I did. Come on, tree. Tree. See, this is one where you gotta come up on it. Right? Yeah, I'm on this thing. Yep, that one I had to cut a little higher. That one is actually out of the ground. The stump is not on the ground. See it? It's floating there. So some of these are floating. You may have to cut them a little higher. Some of them are not on the ground. Still can't see it again. Still can't see it again. So many trees. I'm going to leave you guys at it. Alright guys, until next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see you guys later.